Welcome back to the Valentine Show, guys. I'm your host, expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. The message being said, the subliminal message being said, is that we don't need police officer, and as a matter of fact, you are not appreciated. And what I see even worse, in my humble opinion, is that there are people stupidly approving, people that are going to get affected by this, people approving this defund the police stupidity and sending this message and forwarding the message that police officers are not needed, because that's what you are actually forwarding, believe it or not. If you say defund the police, abolish the police, you're saying we're not needed. And funny thing is that they are living communities where they are going to get affected worse themselves, because at the end of the day, the communities that get most affected by a lack of policing is Black and brown communities. But let's read a little bit about this. NYPD, this is thanks to the New York Post. NYPD limits retirement application amid a 400% surge this week. A 400%, meaning four times more the amount of applications received compared to last year. This year we get more because of, well, let's read a little bit what it says. Why? New York's finest are putting in for retirement faster than the NYPD can handle, while citing a lack of respect and the loss of overtime pay. The Post has learned a lack of respect from politicians, a lack of respect from the people that you are trying to protect, and now you're also on top of that. Add all that on top of that, you're going to get hit in your pocket, and the same threat, or even worse, a heightened level of threat is there. Also, literally of you losing your life. There's a literal threat of you losing your life, and you're still gonna like be at this job. I mean, what sense does that make? Let's read a little bit here. Let me see here. A Brooklyn cop said the NYPD was facing a perfect storm, noting that cops made the most overtime they will for a long time, at least until next year, and citing rumors that great promotions for detectives and special assignment money for sergeants and lieutenants will be canceled. So, meaning you can't go up in rank within the job that you are literally putting your life on the line. But this is just a rumor, but it does make sense because there's a budget cut. There's a budget cut of $1 billion to the NYPD. And you know how we're gonna fix crimes in NYPD in New York in general, and everywhere where they are cutting the police? We're gonna arm police officers with we're gonna give them guns that shoot rainbows, and we're gonna give them unicorns to go around. Of course not, man. The most affected communities, like I said, is gonna be Black and brown communities. So you're still are supposed to put your literal life on the line. Just putting on a uniform in today's USA makes you a target, plain and simple. Let's read a little bit more. At least until next year, citing blah blah blah, right? Lieutenants will be canceled, right? You have to be crazy to stay on a job where you are losing money, abused by the people you are trying to protect, and not appreciated by the politicians, which is true, the sources says. So we are diverting money from cops' pockets, and we are going to what's going to actually resolve the whole issue here is we're going to build a community center. Yeah, community center. The criminals, they're gonna want to go to the community center and learn how to not be criminals. That's what's gonna help us. And you know what's gonna help us also? If we build a park for them, they're also not gonna be criminals anymore. That's what. Or if we give it to the schools, now the schools are gonna have more books and better teachers, and the teachers are gonna make it. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Let's keep reading here a little bit. A Manhattan detective also noted the impact of controversial criminal justice and bail reform laws. It's frustrating. You work on a case and then the suspect it's let go, the 25-year veteran said. Why put your job on the line when no one appreciates you or has your back? Makes perfect sense. The criminal bail reform laws that they passed in New York City let a whole bunch of people that commit horrible crimes to go out and be out on the street the next day, no bail, just because the money, because they say, hey, listen, the only reason, leftists thinking here, no, the only reason that these people can't post bail because they're poor and they don't have money. I'm poor. I had never in my life had to post bail. Guess why? Because I never committed a crime. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. If they commit a crime, let them pay the bail, man. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Again, a perfect storm is brewing where I think police officers are handcuffed and they're not gonna want to do their job. Why do your job when you're not appreciated? But that's just my thoughts, guys. We're trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers, and only with your help we're gonna make it happen. Hi, bye. Remember that sharing is caring, liking is caring, and commenting is also caring. The only way this channel is gonna grow, guys, is with your help, and I'm asking you to share and to like. Also, every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, you could come and talk to me about anything that I have talked on the channel, and or anything in general that you might have. I have my live call-in show every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern from 8 to 9, and then I pass to the El Show de Valentine en Español, this Valentine show in Spanish, which I do with my wife, and we do a live show there from 9 to 10. God bless, Godspeed me, Valentine. And how it goes. That I do this that way I could look cool. Look, I'm out.